can't wait because every time I have to make a ball, I just get all excited. So come back and join me. I'll be right back. Hello, welcome to Cooking with Johnny. On today's episode, we're going to be teaching you how to make roasted marinated peppers. And basically, it's going to be quite simple. In the old-fashioned ways, when we used to do these, we used to do them on a stovetop. Take the pepper, put them on a stove with if you had a gas stove, and let the gas cook these on the stovetop. We're actually going to bake these in the oven. If you have a broiler, again, you need a gas stove for this. Or if you have a barbecue, you put them on the grill and they come out delicious. You have 3 different types of peppers. You have your red peppers, you have your yellow peppers, and your orange peppers. They're all very sweet. They're very, very delicious. And I'm going to show you also not to buy the most expensive one. Like you take a beautiful orange pepper like this, and these days, like now, they're going to be between $1.59 a pound to $3 a pound versus one that might be selling with a little blemish on it, such as these, for 49 cents to 39 cents a pound. So you're better off with the little blemished ones. They're a lot cheaper to make. They'll taste just as delicious. They actually have a little more sweetness to them as they get a little bit older. Just very simple. We're gonna come back and just I'll teach you how to put them in the oven. The ingredients we're gonna be using, and we're gonna get started on this. And these actually, when they're done, they will last about a week or 2 in the refrigerator when they're marinated. So come back and join us in a minute, and we'll get this process started. So we're going to get ready to put our peppers in the oven. We are going to use, it's easy if you use like a cookie sheet. You can see instead of, when you used to do on a stovetop, you had only 4 peppers at a time and it took a long time to cook. You're going to put these on a cookie sheet. You're going to get about 12 on each cookie sheet depending on the size of the peppers. We're going to put them on the top shelf of your oven. That's what my broiler is. Some ovens have it on the bottom and that won't work. But it's going to be on the top shelf. The broiler is going to cook these and they're going to become all roast. They're going to get all charred. We're going to take them out, we're going to peel them, we're going to slice them, we're going to take all the seeds out. I'm going to show you exactly how to marinate them with a couple of simple ingredients. So we're going to put these in the oven now. We're going to come back and start some roasted peppers already made earlier and start taking those and preparing those to marinate them. See you when we come back. So these are the roasted peppers that I roasted earlier, and they're nice and cooled off because obviously when you roast these peppers, you cannot just take them and start peeling them because they're too hot to handle. A lot of people would take these and put them in a paper bag and then the skin comes off really easily. But once they're cooled off, the skin is really easy to come off, the charred part. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a pepper, any pepper I want. Okay, you can see it's nice and charred, all the way around nice, and it's very simple. The skin comes right off. Really, it comes, and it's not hard, and it even falls if you let it. Just peel it off. You're gonna take all the charredness off. If there's a little bit left, don't worry about it because it's really, the chard tastes good too if you like that. All the skin, okay? It's going right into take the little core off, which is at the top. You're gonna take the seeds out with your hand. You can see all the seeds that are in there. Okay, now peppers have a lot of juice in them, natural oils when you roast them. I guess from the heat, they develop a lot of moisture inside. So what I like to do is, once I start taking the seeds out, and I take all the charredness off of them, I have a little colander on the side with a little bowl, and I let all the excess juice flow out of them, or drain, not flow out, drain out of them. Okay, just throw them in there. Okay, that's one. You see all the little seeds and all the skins, and sometimes there's little baby bells, peppers inside of I guess they were pregnant, I'm not sure, but there's little peppers inside of them. And that's all you do, let them cool off. They're very easy. I normally do this by the sink. I'm showing you here because it's easier for, to film it this way. But only by the sink I do it. I use a little bit of cold water, like, to run my fingers with and take off the skin off of them. But see, it's very, very simple. The skin comes right off. You just gotta get a nice char to make sure they're nice and roasted in the oven. And then when they cool off, you just could take it right off. The core comes right out. Just open them. Doesn't matter how you open. There's no specific way. There is no good rhyme or reason why it has to be a certain way. Just, open them up. Take the seeds out with your fingers. Okay, and if you want, run them under cold water. That's fine too. And get all the, but a little seed here that doesn't really do anything. Doesn't matter. Okay, we'll do one. We'll show you how to do one more. Okay, the skin comes right off once it's charred and it's cooked. It's very, very simple. This is so simple. It's so easy. And when you make them yourself, the good thing is, you know what you're putting in them. When you buy them store-bought, sometimes in a jar or in a deli section of a grocery store, they charge sometimes $6, $7 a pound or $5 a pound for something you can make at home, which is really inexpensive. and delicious, and you know what's going into them. I use a couple of simple ingredients, just some parsley, some salt, a little bit of black pepper, sometimes a little hot pepper, and olive oil. That's it. So this one has a lot of seeds. So I'm going to put it in the bowl, but I'm going to wash them off afterwards so I get all the excess seeds out. This one really has a lot of seeds. Okay, and put it right there. I will just continue doing this, okay, until I'm done. Then when we come back, I'm going to show you how to cut these up, how to marinate them, and you put them in the refrigerator. You can jar them, give them as gifts. People love them. They're so good. They're good as a side dish. They're good on sandwiches, whatever you want, by themselves as a salad. So come back and join me. I'll show you how to do the rest of this. See you in a bit. Now that I've completed taking all the charred skin off the roasted peppers, you can see all the skins are in here. I placed them in a colander. You can see all the excess juices that come out. You don't want this when you marinate them because it's just basically like an oily water that comes off the skin of the peppers. Now I'm going to take this over to the sink. I'm going to rinse them off, take all the little bit of extra chard off and all the seeds, then put them back in a colander, let them drain, and then I'm going to start marinating them. So come back and join me. I'm going to show you exactly how this is done, and then we're going to refrigerate them, and you can have the best roasted pepper you ever had at the cheapest price on the market possible. So come back and join me, and we'll get this started. Okay, now that we have cleaned off the peppers, basically I've run them under cold water, took the seeds out, a little bit of the charness that might be left on them. I made them drain some water, get rid of the excess water. I am now going to chop up my garlic, about 4 cloves, chop them up to small pieces, 3 tablespoons of the flat leaf Italian parsley. You're going to get these chopped up. I'm going to start adding the ingredients together. Then I'm going to start slicing my peppers, and that's going to be any way you want. There's no right way of doing it. Just chop them up into pieces that you enjoy eating. And small ones, big ones, doesn't matter. We're going to add the salt, the pepper, the olive oil, the parsley, the garlic. You're going to mix everything up. We're going to serve it, and then we're going to taste it. I'm going to start on my garlic. Now we're going to slice our peppers. Again, there is no correct way of doing it. You're just going to take them. Because I already cleaned them under the sink with the water, most of them already came out to small pieces. I'm just going to chop them up or slice them and just put them in a bowl. And that's the bowl we're going to put all the ingredients in to also marinate them. Okay, you're going to make little pieces out of them, little strips, whatever you like is fine. Remember, when you add the ingredients to these peppers, always do it to your taste. You might need a little bit more salt, a little more pepper, a little bit less pepper, a little bit, whatever you like. Just add it and taste them. And if you like the way they taste, then it's good. You know, like again, I just put like 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. I chopped that up. 3 tablespoons of flat leaf Italian parsley, a little bit of salt, maybe not even a quarter of a teaspoon, some black pepper, fresh ground pepper, some red pepper, some olive oil. Mix it up, then I taste it. If I like the way it tastes, fine. If I don't, I add a little bit more. I never add more than I need to because it's hard. Of course, you can't take it out once you put it in. So I continue cutting these peppers. We're going to come back and just put this all great deliciousness together. We'll be right back. Now that we have all our peppers sliced in our bowl, I'm going to add our marinating ingredients. Basically, it's our spices. The first thing I'm going to do is put in my chopped garlic. Put it all in there nicely, a lot of it. Scoop up whatever you have left in there. Then I'm going to add my Italian flat leaf parsley. Just throw everything right in. I use the pink salt. Any salt you like is fine. Just a couple of turns of that. Fresh ground black pepper, a little squirts, a little turns of that. I use the red crushed pepper flakes. I love a little bit of heatness in there, not too much, just a little bit. And my extra virgin olive oil. Make a couple of tablespoons on top, like 3 or 4 tablespoons. Okay. I am now going to mix all the peppers, incorporate all the ingredients together, make sure all the peppers are coated with the olive oil and the garlic, the salt, the pepper, the red crushed pepper. Look how beautiful these look. And these are going to be delicious. I'm going to taste them as soon as I finish mixing them up, incorporating all the beautiful flavors, and see if it's good to the taste. If it's good the way it is, perfect. We're ready to go. Okay. This looks like it's pretty good and ready. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to taste them to see if I need anything else or if it's just fine the way it is. Take a little bit. This is delicious. It doesn't need anything else. Again, it's going to go according to your taste. Mine right now is delicious. It's good to go. As it sits in the refrigerator, all the flavors are going to get incorporated. It gets a bigger flavor, and it's going to be absolutely out of this world. I'm going to go ahead and plate these. I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do with them. So when we return, we're going to just eat these up. Come back and join me in a minute. As we plate these, I'm also going to show you what I did with these peppers as a nice little gesture idea when you go to somebody's house. I also put them in a nice jar. Okay, a little mason jar, or sometimes you have jars left over from grocery items that you buy in the store. Just use those. And you can be a little creative, like my husband did, and make a little label and put them on there. And this one says Cooking with Johnny. So my little own jarred marinated peppers. When I go visiting, I've made these in the past. People ask for them. So I just bring a nice big jar or a small jar, depending what you want to make. But I just keep this in the refrigerator, and then when I just want some, just grab them and I just eat them. So this is basically, it's very simple. It's gonna be a delicious dish. I hope you make it. Right back to me, let me know how it was. Send some pictures on my Facebook page on Cooking with Johnny, my website, cookingwithjohnny.net. I do answer all your questions. I do put a lot of videos up on my page that I don't film. I show ingredients or pictures. So just keep those questions coming. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Marinating Roasted Peppers. I'm going to continue to plate these. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you on the next episode of Cooking with Johnny.